everyone, this is Asha Bilgi here, and having spent a long time in this field, I would like to really help out those students who have a huge problem in their listening sections of the IELTS. We had a huge number of requests asking us for queries and asking us for methods by which we can really score in the listening. So how is this possible, and that too in a short time? Everyone has completed exams, they are waiting for results, and they just want to apply and go to Canada, US, Australia, etc. To make your dream come true or possible, it's very essential that you target your IELTS in the proper way. So what is this which I'm talking to you about? It is about listening. In the last video, I just told you about the 4 modules, and I just explained you about how to get a 7, and I told you about the different hacks. Here in this video, I would really like to tell you about the language which you have here, that is English. So here in India, what happens is we have the first language is our mother tongue, the second language is our medium of instruction. In many students' cases, it's English, so well and good. If it's English, it's well and good. But what about if it is not English, and then it becomes a third language? So because of that, and I'm sure people don't read newspapers, people don't listen to any CNN news, people don't even talk or like English movies. And so here is the problem, because the conversation which comes in the listening audios are usually Australian, they are British and South London accent. So here when I start my coaching, I usually coach students with the tense and the sounds involved in the tenses. For example, like he is going, he's going, she is going, she's going. These are the sounds. Like we use them in many Indian languages also. So the best way to learn these sounds is to practice and practice. So listening, the day I start my coaching, I tell the students, I start with the listening module first of all. I tell them, if you can get 20 out of 20 in the first 2 days, you're gonna get a 9 band in your listening. So how is that possible? How does it become possible? Here the listening has got 20 questions, right? 20 questions means IELTS has a very fixed and definite pattern. It's called repeat. So what do they do in this 20 questions? In the first 20 questions, they are repeating whatever, the student is supposed to repeat the part of the conversation, whatever the conversation is appearing, whatever he is listening. So if you listen, there's a woman who has lost her baggage, and she reports it to the officer. So she is complaining to the lost property, and she is saying, I have lost my baggage. So there is a baggage form which she has to fill in. So the officer asks her what is her name. She replies Mary Prescott, and then you write M-A-R-Y, Mary, because all of us know M-A-R-Y is the spelling of Mary, but we don't know Prescott. So the person is saying in this conversation P-R-E-S-C-O-T-T. So you know that. But what about spellings you don't know? So some English names you should know. Some English places you should know. You should know how the telephone is written, and you should know they say for Z, Z means Z and O means 0. These are the small things. Basically what you have to do is just repeat the conversation. So how I train is I explain the first 5 questions and then they do it. So if you are at home and if you are watching listening audio, the best bet to score would be just repeat whatever you have heard onto your answer sheet. So if it is a computerized IELTS, then you have to type it out, and if it is a paper pencil IELTS, you have to write. Okay. So these are the few things, and yeah, and then I'll tell you about the type of questions. Here we have 3 kinds of questions which are perplexing. Basically, what are these 3 questions? One word, words or a number, 3 words or a number, flow charts and MCQs. These are the 3 most you can say intriguing kind of questions to the students. So usually students ask me, ma'am, what should I write? The officer is saying 41 Fountain Road and I have only one blank. So obviously you have to write Fountain Road and not the 41. Probably the 41 is already written. Okay. So answer in 1 word, 2 word or 3 words. You have to go on the intonation, the inflection of the voice. The person is speaking with a lot of excitement in the conversation. Wherever I would say a very few students think of this. They are not bothered whether the voice rises or falls. But I always tell my students, remember where the voice rises or falls. Always there are questions which are questioning that part, the emotionality, the tone of the voice, etc. So whenever there is a rise and fall, there will be a question which is aimed at that. So you need to repeat. So whatever you heard, you need to repeat in your answer sheet with correct spellings. So if it is 2 words, then what do we use as the answer? So if there are 2 words, there are 2 proper names, and Manchester or the Westminster Abbey. Now there is a fill in the blank and it is only for 1 word. So should you write Westminster or should you write Abbey? Then you shouldn't write the proper noun and then you should write only Abbey, because that is the structure of the building, right? So but if there are 3 words, then obviously you have to write the Westminster Abbey. The articles will accompany. A, an and the are important. Of, its, it, all these are important. So if you do it without prepositions, you may lose a mark. So basically it goes like this, and it is a little grammar based. So you have to take care of that. The last thing I would tell you about the MCQs. I can't do this flow chart in this video. We'll do it in the next video. Of course, we'll go into the flow chart and we will complete that. MCQs. Now MCQs are, for example, like I told you in my first video, a woman is taking the students out on a orientation lecture. So she is telling them about twice a week, whatever. She's talking a lot of things. So many of my pupils, they ask me, what should I write as the answer? If the MCQ is asking me, what is this lecture about? Is it orientation? Is it? So you will easily come to know if it is an orientation lecture. You have to choose out of the 4. You have to choose the first one, that is depending on what the lecture is about. But if it is a summary kind of a question, summary question is a question which summarizes the whole central point of the lecture or the talk which is going on. So these questions are a bit difficult to handle, and I can only cover it up in the next video which follows. But I think for now we'll sign up, and I think this you will remember what I told you. It's a repeat section. You have to only repeat whatever is told to you. That's it. Thank you.